It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we've got the Dolphins' sure-handed wide receiver. He's making a push for 1,500 yards and whatever else he can get. It's the Dolphins and the Colts, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. What's happening on the return is he'll get this to about the 23. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Broken tackle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, you know, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. McKnight, and he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Dolphins now getting set for their initial possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
44 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 37. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Dolphins at 12-3 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
A throw over the middle, taken in. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, McKnight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Second and a couple. Lawrence now off the bootleg. Back-to-back catches here for Carter. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Colts.
Now a handoff up the middle. McKnight. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10.
Second and 10. At the Dolphins' 30-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. McKnight. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They go play action with Lawrence. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So a man shaken up on the play, and this is certainly noteworthy. It's Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Looking to throw on second down. Armstrong. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Operating from the gun, Armstrong. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's fourth down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, good start for him in this one here in the first quarter. And he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And they will be in the playoffs as champs of the AFC East. But as it stands right now, Charles, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defense is talking about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw here. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're...
There he goes, left side. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. As they've got it as we resume action. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the Dolphins are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they'll run again. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. On the return is Ferguson. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game, where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going in.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On first down, Armstrong. That's caught by Kelly. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Up the middle they go. McKnight. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moran. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And third and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Armstrong. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moran. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
Let's see if they can disrupt it here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And running with power here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
This is 2nd and 8. On second down, they'll run it here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. McKnight, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Armstrong. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Back to throw. Armstrong. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free it's second down.
Now second and 10.
Looking to throw. Armstrong. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Back to throw again. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And his kick is indeed good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3 yards to go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 9-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He finds his man, complete. It's Moran. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it is the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. The Jets still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And at the half, they trail the visiting Washington Commanders. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Trey Lance, 2 touchdown passes thus far.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's got his man on the out route. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Back to throw now on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
Ball start, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. They go play action now. Lawrence. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now this going to be a quarterback draw. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Moran. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Dolphin football. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
And 2 at the 36-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this one complete to Davis. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they will eventually get him down but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Colts.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Up the middle they go. McKnight. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lawrence hit him, the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They're going to look to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 41-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 6 now. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And he is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 149 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now back to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. Fourth down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense, right?
Yeah,
if you know,
on him.
right, you know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now 3rd and goal.
They'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Back to throw. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. They'll try again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Patterson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
First down, Colts.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Lawrence will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
First and goal, Indianapolis.
Lawrence. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Miami, they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.